There's a re.
What that pop out? That's how Chicago guys be. What that pop out? Let me make sure. I'm live real quick though. Y'all know how I get. Oh, I was about to say I thought my junk died.
So you said.
Let me make sure I'm live real quick though before I say or do anything, cause let me see.
There's a re.
What that pop out? Oh yeah, there we go. All right, I'm be looking at the chat. All right, let's get into it. I'm a rapper, and I was supposed to be on the Fresh and Fit podcast. Well, not supposed to be on there, but shout out Rational Man Rolo Tomasi, who was trying to get me on this podcast, and it didn't work out. But let's see. Let me hop right into it. Let's just hop right into it.
All right. So you said blacks or crooks. What that mean? Where that come from?
I'm sure.
That make?
I'm sure the way he sounded country, Myron probably was like, "All right, I got one." He was like, "What sense that make? What that mean?"
So I don't want to live in a predominantly black neighborhood.
You see where I live at?
Yeah, it's mostly white people.
Yeah, hell yeah. But
Yeah.
still.
He
So
he
I
just
think
proved Myron Point right there though. He did prove Myron Point. Like I'm in Detroit right now. I'm on a mile, 7 Mile. So I mean, I'm on a decent part of 7 Mile, but Myron wouldn't want to live where I'm at. I don't think if he mind his own business, but he'd have to learn so much to be where I'm at right now. He would have to learn so much. So all he's saying is he wouldn't even want to have to do that. And I don't think he should. I mean, he's multi-millionaire, like, yeah.
You agree on that one?
No, that don't mean blacks or crooks though. It's black people here that's great people. I mean, it's
Yeah,
hello.
sure.
Me.
But I don't want to live in a black majority neighborhood.
That don't mean they crooks.
The reason why is because it's high crime areas 9 out of 10.
I will say, if Myron lived the lifestyle he lived here in Detroit, and the way he is, they going to ham him. You know, they're going to try to get close to him. They're going to finance him. They're going to try to swipe that card. They're going to try to take advantage of him because he's not from here. You get what I'm saying? Like, I got over 2 million people that follow me, and I move around here comfortable, but I'm still smart. I'm not a goofy. That's why I'm respected around here, but it's a lot. That's why I live in Miami now. I live in the hood of Miami, which is a good start compared to Detroit. But, I mean, to me, this is just where a lot of my family is, so they got my back. But anything can happen. The chances of something happening are higher here, especially if you're somebody with money or clout. So I get what Myron's saying, though.
Times.
Damn right. But you'll survive. You'll be
What was
all right. You're dead right. In certain areas like Chicago or some shit. But we ain't in Chicago. Niggas ain't finna just shoot you for no reason out here.
That's true. They're not going to do it for no reason. But if anything, they're going to be trying to, like, let's say if Myron had a girl, they're going to be trying to disrespect them. They're going to be trying to press up on them. They're going to think he a goofy. They're going to think he a lame. He ain't going to be able to do the same things. Like, they're going to look at him like a square.
Hey, you mean here or where?
Yes, here in Columbia.
Yeah. But like, no, bro. Like, I'm not trying to be like black majority neighborhoods tend to be high crime, and I don't want to be there. And I know you don't want to be there either. That's why you're here, right? Because you're not at Howard for a reason, right? So
I just went here because I like USC.
well, you're speaking really, bro. You got to talk into my.
I like
can barely
Columbia.
hear you.
I like USC Columbia.
Yeah, well, I don't blame you. It's good breakdown here.
Yeah.
Ratio.
But like whenever you say
Myron
blacks
funny.
or crooks, you gotta like give a point and some specific like truths to it. Because you just said blacks or crooks, and then high crime rate.
Yeah, they're a minority of the
that's about
population, yet they
that's
commit a
about it. That's all
majority
you
of the
got.
violent crime.
Okay,
Simple as that, yeah. Like what, 13% of the population, and then the men are like about 6%, and then
That's
they're
also
committing something like 50% of the violent crime?
That's also a result.
That's a problem.
That's also a result of where they are and what they're in and what
That
what
is
the
true.
government do to them and how they feel. Because you got to think about it, they on government assistance. They sitting here in the hood.
I
and they
wouldn't
think that
I
only way
wouldn't
out-
blame the government. I mean, the government do like support crime, meaning like breaking down project houses and splitting people up. It's kind of like a monopoly, right? So the government it's historical ways showing that the government did contribute to like the high crime, the war on drugs, Ronald Reagan and all that. But at the same time, like it contributed, but it's not an excuse for everybody to still be in it.
Sell some drugs and shoot some guns, but that's not the truth. You can go to university still.
Well, that just removes
They just don't know
accountability. That just removes accountability
True.
for black people.
It's because there's less opportunity.
Well, that's not an excuse. There's plenty of people that grow up
Not
poor
in
that are able to make
2025 though. I was saying 2025. It's a lot of opportunity. It's a lot of opportunity for black people in 2025. We seen it in 2020 during the pandemic. The pandemic did drop a lot of the crime rate though because people was getting money scamming. So they not about to just go snatch where my glasses at. They somewhere. 9 times out of 10, ain't nobody trying to snatch some glasses because everybody had access to them glasses now. Cartier buffs.
themselves
Damn
without being
right.
criminals.
Look, it's people that can do it, but the fact that they have to fight and instead of just being white and being born white and just come to school, come to USC and be great. You can't just do that as a nigga. It's not gonna happen.
I would argue that you have more opportunities as a black person as a white guy nowadays.
I will say it is harder if you come from the trenches because of your circumstances. For the majority, if you come from the hood, it's a lot harder. It's a Chicago rapper who went to college, and I don't know the details. He went to college, and he had PTSD. He was kicking and screaming in his sleep from all the stuff that he experienced in Chicago on O Block. And they sent him to a mental institution, and they kicked him out of the school. I mean, I had a hard life, and I use that to my advantage, though. Like, I get kicked out of places for having fans, showing up the way I show up. I mean, I did it to myself. Look at my tattoos, look at my dreads, right? And I get a lot of negative attention, but also I get a lot of positive attention from the women. So it is a lot harder for me at the end of the day, but I know people who grow up poor and, you know, trailer parks and all that. But for me, I do get a lot of pressure on me, a lot of eyes, a lot of unnecessary attention, but I do it to myself as a rapper because that's the type of attention that I want. If I was an athlete, ball player, I like my image. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not going to change that. But I see what he's saying. It is a lot harder if you come from the trenches specifically, but not every black person come from the trenches, though, you know?
Damn lie.
No, that's the truth.
He walked off.
You know that.
No.
You know that.
So
What?
I could talk about that. So here's the thing, bro. With DEI, affirmative action, etc., like we've absolutely made it where minorities and women have far more opportunities than white guys. That's the truth. So
Because they don't need no help.
I will say white guys now, bro, in 2025 is getting looked down on a lot. White guys is getting looked down on bad, like out here. Like, it's bad. Women, for the most part, only want to use majority of white guys for their money. Like, it's bad out here. You get what I'm saying? It's bad out here.
Got it already. They got it as soon as they was popped out the
Well,
coochie.
here's the thing. Look, if we're gonna go off of meritocracy, that's cool, but we don't go off meritocracy. We go off of, we want to go ahead and fill quotas so that we can have a diverse workplace.
That is
and then
true.
what ends up happening is you have a bunch of people that aren't qualified for the job or not as good because we want to bring
They
them
wanna
in
equal out
to
the workplace.
diversify the workplace. I think that's a big problem.
That
I think
ain't
we need to
black
go off
people. That's the women
meritocracy.
thing. That's the women thing. That's not black people. Stay on the black people topic.
Yeah,
son.
yeah, a lot of black people are on some bullshit, and they get
Shit, I
into some
told
roles or
y'all,
they
I
get into
get shit
positions,
done.
and they shouldn't be in there, but they end up coming in.
Think
somehow
about T
because
Grizzly.
they
T
get-
Grizzly did get into college and he stole the MacBooks and all that. He felt like he had to do what he had to do to survive. You know, whether you want to argue those right or wrong. That's what that's the T Grizzly story at Michigan State. He was in there stealing laptops and all that.
They get accepted with lower test scores. They
And
get
they'll
accepted
fail.
because of certain opportunities where they're like, we need
And
to
if they
accept this
aren't
amount of
qualified,
kids
they will
into
fail.
our school to fit this quota. So it waters down the entire environment.
But if they aren't qualified, they will fail.
What was that?
If they aren't qualified, they will fail the course, no matter if they get in or
No,
not.
they
right?
get in with lower test scores. Is
Yeah,
my
and
point.
they get in and fail if they aren't qualified.
But the
for
point
it, right?
is they took that position from someone else that wouldn't have failed if they got
too
in. So
damn
they get an
bad.
opportunity that they never deserved in the first place. That proves my point.
I
They
don't
get in, they
think so.
fail. They shouldn't have been there.
Yeah, exactly. They failed. They just ain't make it. They not
But they
good
took.
enough.
You don't understand. For them to get that spot,
It's
they
an
displaced
example.
someone else
That's
that
one
was
person.
qualified.
You talking about some small couple people that get in.
Oh,
and
now
not
small
supposed to be
couple
there.
people.
Cause I'm a person that done got there for a reason. You feel me? So whenever
This
you
is
somebody
a
that
good
got there
debate,
for a
though. I'm not
reason,
gonna lie.
It's a difference between somebody that just got there because they black.
Man, I wish
because I did.
I
my
wish
job.
Fresh and Fit wouldn't have like ignored Rolo trying to get me on that podcast. And I don't know if Fresh or Fit thought I was gonna try to do something to them or not. Like I ain't like that, man. Like when I showed up to Vegas, even Rolo was looking at me like, "Dang, Trey, you changed." I mean, yeah, I went through a divorce. I followed a lot of the stuff that Rolo was saying, and it made me who I am right today, like the masculine man that I am. But even Rolo was kind of looking like, "Man, you seem a lot more hostile now with the guns and stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, because I believe in self-defense. I'm from Detroit." But I hope Fresh and Fit didn't think I was going to come on there and try to ham them and all that. Because if anything, I care about opportunity to being on the platform to share my voice. Like, I think what Myron doing is dope. You get what I'm saying? Myron seemed like a cool dude. He seemed more like nerdy and all that, which I respect. He don't seem like a cut type of guy that I am, but he don't got to be. As long as you got boundaries as a man, that's all that matter.
I did my work. I ain't get here because I'm black. I ain't get here because I'm black. So they like, black people let the black nigga in.
All
No,
right, so
they
then
let
if
me
you
in 'cause
got
I got
here,
a 4.2 GPA.
if you got here based off your meritocracy, then you should be mad that they're allowing.
No, facts though, because I do not like being in a place and people think I didn't work for it. That's annoying too. So I get what Myron's saying.
Black people
No,
that
I'm
don't
mad
have the
that you
same
saying
merit because
black
that makes you
people
look
in-
bad.
I'm mad that you saying black people in general ain't got it like that. Like we the ones that's crooks, so we can't just come.
I
in.
had a man tell me in Florida, black guy, tall, tattoos, dreads, like shredded. He was a photographer on South Beach, said, "Man, look out for yourself. Don't worry about everybody else. Take care of yourself and the people you care about and the ones who listen and want to follow you." And right after he said that, I tried to help this girl who was getting arrested, or her boyfriend was getting arrested because she was twerking on top of a G-Wagon. And I tried to help her. She tried to fight me because I tried to help her. and I went off on that girl. And I was mad. It was a black girl. She got mad at me because I was recording the police illegally arresting the dudes that she was with. And she got mad at me for recording because I guess she wasn't supposed to be with them dudes. She probably was cheating. And then I was like, man, I see exactly what bro on South Beach was saying, and I see exactly what Myron saying. Like, man, forget that, man. I ain't trying to help them, like, in that situation because they got mad at me.
Do it off our own muscle. We can.
Okay,
make sure you like and
people
subscribe.
don't ever get that opportunity.
Look. This is that victim mindset again that black people tend to have.
Yeah.
If you,
I'm not gonna lie, a lot of black people do have a victim mindset, and I think it become from like I give you an example. My mama really emotional. She always think, oh, it's because we black, it's we black, it's we black. That's why this person stand. I'm like, nah, ma. A lot of white women look at you and think you cool, cause she had me as a teenager. She's still young. She got it. She got her stuff together. So I'm like, nah, ma. A lot of the white men want to be with her. So I'll be like, Mom, don't always think it's racism. And it's the feelings and emotion that when you raised by your mama, you tend to have that victim mindset, you know, because you getting told over and over and over that, oh, it's because you black. It's because you black. Like, nah, I'll be like, nah, I'm the guy when I go in the room.
if you grow up in a bad environment, right, you can't blame everybody else for growing up in a bad environment. You can overcome and make something of yourself. But it's no one's obligation
and you
to
can't
feel
be in your
sorry for
feeling.
you or make concessions for you to be able to get in or for them to lower their standards because you grew up in a bad neighborhood.
I don't want nobody to feel sorry for me. I grew up, my dad was killed when I was 4. I had a teenage mom. I don't want nobody to feel bad for me. You get what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to feel bad for me.
I grew up poor. I was able to figure it out, right? I grew up with brown skin. I grew up Muslim. I grew up with all the stereotypes against me.
He had it bad.
But I was able to figure
agree.
it out, and I didn't let that stop me. So the problem is that people will sit there and say, oh, I'm from the hood, blah, blah, blah. It's like that. You're limiting yourself.
Yeah, but they could be from the hood, and then their uncle is the goddamn big homie. Their uncle OG. The OG, he gonna jump them in as soon as they turn 12.
True,
As soon as he hop
true.
off the porch, he born into this, bro.
The thing is, I was
gets
born
stuck.
into it, but my OGs was trying to get me out of it. They was like, Trey, you too young. I'm like, no, I want to get a bag. I want to get a sack. I want to flip it. Man, I want to buy a gun. I was a hothead, and they was trying to keep me away from it. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to my
As soon as he
OGs.
hopped off
Well,
the porch,
who
he gone.
chooses if he jumps off the porch?
Yeah, but he ain't got nowhere to go after that. Once he do, at 12 years old, hey, he already in the streets. He's stuck there forever. Now,
Okay, so let
they
me ask
gonna
you
jump
this
his
then.
ass, kill him if he try to leave.
Let me ask you this.
Right?
Do you think black people have agency?
What?
Do black people have agency?
Oh, I don't know what that is, twin.
Bruh.
You gotta let me know.
Twin.
You gotta let me know what that is.
He said he don't know what that is. Yeah, you got the 4.0, bro. Like, come on,
Damn
man.
right, 4.2.
Yeah,
I don't know what that is either. Myron should have explained it, but Myron didn't pull up to explain. He pulled up to get people in their feelings and debate, which Myron is smart because he did say a lot of triggering stuff to get people emotional. Everybody know once you get people in their emotions, they already lost.
Bro, this is why college is a scam, bro. Hold on, Lee. College is a scam.
I ain't finished college. I did a
College
semester.
is a scam, bro.
See, he shouldn't have walked away. Bro shouldn't have walked away. Bro should have stayed and talked with him. And you got to have thick skin. You can't be around somebody like Myron and walk away and get in your feelings. Because I'll debate Myron on this stuff and really chop it up with him on a friendly debate. Not even trying to argue or prove him wrong. It's just more like, let's talk. Because Myron got a lot of good points.
So, look, we can't sit here and say, oh, they're going to hop off the porch on one side and be like, oh, my God, we got to, make all these concessions for them. And then on the other hand, be like, oh, yeah, they don't have any agency. It's like, dude, you got to take accountability. It's either you're an adult and you make your own decisions, you got to live with those decisions, or not. We treat you like a second-class citizen. Last time I checked, I think MLK fought for equal rights, equal civil liberties, which means you got to deal with the responsibility.
With hotels and
I ain't
vacation
gonna lie,
rentals,
shout out Myron.
Booking.com.
Myron did his thing on that. Myron really did his thing on that, man. And I ain't mad at him for saying what he said. You get what I'm saying? I do want to have a convo with him. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'm about to get up out of here. Let me know if